"Do you want immortality from me, human? But it comes with a price," said the alien vampire woman. It was deep in the red forests of Solaris 9 that Daran found her. Bleeding, alone, lost. That had been his condition when he stumbled from his downed scout ship into the ruins of what had once been a temple. He hadn't expected to survive. He hadn't expected to find anyone still alive on this cursed world. But there she was, watching him from the shadows, her eyes glowing like fire beneath a shroud of silver hair. "Human," she had said, stepping into the light. "You bleed." "I crash-landed," he groaned. "Unless you're here to kill me, I suggest you help me." She tilted her head. "You dare demand things from me?" "I dare because I'm dying anyway." She smiled, slow and sharp. That's when he saw her fangs. She didn't kill him. Not immediately. Instead, she brought him deeper into the ruins, where strange blue fire glowed in crystal sconces and murals lined the walls. Images of winged beings, pale-skinned, feeding on the energy of stars, or perhaps souls. She was one of them. He didn't know her name at first. Only that she was called Virella by the whispers in his head. Not in speech, but in the strange, ancient hum that surrounded her. "You are bold," she told him, as she fed him drops of silver fluid from her clawed fingertip. "Most men beg for their lives." "I didn't have time to beg," he said hoarsely. She chuckled. He slept. When he woke, his wounds were sealed. Days passed. Or hours. Time felt strange in her temple. She spoke to him little, always watching, always circling, always testing his strength. Finally, when he could walk without pain, she came to him with a question. "You know what I am," she said. "A vampire," he answered. She nodded. "But not of your earth myths. We drank from stars before your kind learned to climb." He raised a brow. "Then why are you here? Alone?" Her gaze darkened. "Because my kind destroyed too much. This world was our punishment. A prison of blood and silence. And yet you live. Only because I adapted." She stepped closer. "But I grow weaker each century. The prison feeds on us. So why not die?" "I was waiting," she said softly, "for something or someone." His heart skipped. "Someone like me." She smiled again. "You ask questions like one who is not afraid." "I'm afraid," he said honestly. "I just don't have anything left to lose." She leaned forward, her lips close to his ear. "Would you like immortality, human?" His breath caught. "What?" "I can give it to you. True life beyond death. Endless years. Strength beyond understanding. You would never bleed again. Never age. Never fall." He swallowed. "And the price?" Her eyes glowed brighter. "You would belong to me. In body, blood, and fate. You would carry part of my curse, and all of my hunger." He stared at her. "And if I say no? You leave this place. As you are. Human. Mortal. Wounded. And alone." He hesitated. Then said, "Why offer this to me?" She was silent. Then, "Because in all the centuries of watching broken men, you were the first to look me in the eyes and speak without fear. You were the first to see me." That night, he didn't sleep. He walked the temple halls, thinking. Immortality. At the cost of his freedom. Of becoming something else. But death was already waiting outside these walls. His distress signal had failed. No one was coming. He would die here. Or live forever, with her. He found her standing at the top of the temple, the stars burning above. "I accept," he said. She turned slowly. "You understand what this means. No turning back. No mercy. No end." He nodded. "Then kneel." He did. She stepped behind him, lowered her hands to his shoulders, and for the first time, he felt her pulse against his skin. Not blood, but energy. Dark, old, and endless. She bit him. But it wasn't pain that filled him. It was fire. Cold and hot at once. Like falling into space and breathing the core of a star. He gasped. Arched. Screamed. And then, silence. He opened his eyes. Everything was clearer. The world pulsed with light. His body hummed. He could hear the movements of insects in the walls, feel the breath of the wind before it arrived. And she stood before him, her skin glowing faintly now, her eyes dimmer. You took part of me, she whispered. And I gave part of you back. He stood. Unchained. Changed. Weeks passed. They hunted together. She taught him how to move like shadow, how to drink not from blood, but from life force, absorbed through contact, through breath, through battle. He wasn't her prisoner now. He was her partner, her mate, her equal. And still, in quiet moments, he wondered if it had been worth it. One evening, as they sat watching distant storms roll over the crimson sky, he asked her, "Would you do it again? Give up part of yourself to save a stranger?" She turned her gaze to him. "You were not a stranger to me. You didn't know me. I knew your soul," she said. Even in silence. It echoed like mine. But immortality wasn't peace. He felt the hunger grow. He felt the storms within her. And he knew, soon, they would have to leave Solaris 9. She could no longer survive here alone. But with him, there was hope. He took her hand. "Let's leave this graveyard," he said. "To where?" "Anywhere with stars." And together, the alien vampire and the human turned immortal walked into the night. No longer prisoner and queen, no longer predator and prey. But something new. Something eternal.